A window of opportunity. Ooh. I see Simba sleeping.
Japan has long been cited as one of the safest countries in the world. Those who have visited have
I literally just talked about this. The only reason it's considered the safest country in the world is because people don't fucking talk. They don't talk about it. They don't come out about it. They're so scared of people percepting them as like lower and lesser, and you get what I mean? No. Nuh-uh.
have no doubt seen small children walking to and from school alone.
Oh yeah.
People leaving their
That I've
laptops
seen
unattended in
happen.
cafes to use the bathroom, and commuters dozing off on crowded trains without having to clutch onto their bags. For many locals, danger feels distant, something that happens elsewhere.
Fair.
But that perception doesn't tell the whole story. While Japan's overall crime rate is indeed low, violence against women and girls remains a persistent and deeply underreported problem. The result is a society that appears safe on the surface, but which hides a darker undercurrent. One where predators exploit the trust and complacency that defines
This is exactly what I meant. He put it in such good words. I could never. I couldn't correlate any of this.
everyday life in the nation.
This is why I love Lazy
One where guards
Masquerade.
are lowered, blind spots are plentiful,
Mm-hmm.
and where all a monster needs is one thing:
Window of
a
opportunity.
window of opportunity.
Damn, look
Nana
at.
Sakuma was born in 1978 in
Oh,
Chiba
she's so
Prefecture,
cute.
just east of Tokyo.
Her
Her parents divorced when she was still very young, and she grew up living with her mother and grandmother in a modest, single-story apartment in Omiodai. To keep the household afloat, her mother worked long nights as a hostess at a local snack bar, and while she was away, Nana's elderly grandmother was lenient with rules, and that meant it wasn't unusual for Nana to stay up late or wander around the neighborhood after dark. Not that there was anything to worry about, of course. Omiodai was a tight-knit community, and most locals knew the bright, well-mannered Sakuma girl by name.
Okay, so everybody knew everybody. It's a small little area. Everybody knows each and everyone's name. Yada yada yada. Safe. And then suddenly shit happens.
1991, Nana began her first year at Omiya Junior High School, and quickly
Oh,
formed
there's a whole
wide
list of
circle
what she
friends.
did. It's crazy.
Having just turned 13, she was beginning to really develop her own personality, and teachers described her as remarkably confident,
She's
sociable,
so
and
cute.
full of energy.
Oh,
On October
look at
26th
her
of that year,
eyes and the little
just
face.
after midterm exams,
She's older
Nana
than me, but
and three of
still.
her female classmates spent the day playing together. As the sun set, they still
Nana's
felt like they
home.
hadn't had enough fun, and so Nana suggested that they all go back to her apartment to hang out.
Okay.
Her mother was working a night shift, and her grandmother wouldn't mind if she brought a few friends over. Together, the group rode their bikes to Nana's flat and spent the evening
That's so
watching
cool.
TV.
Being able to, like, you know, leave your house all on your own with your friends, and then you ride your bike around the whole area, and you run all over the fucking place. You're having fun with your friends. No adult is like sitting there looking at you like this 24/7 365. Because for me, my parents are always with me. So this seems like a cool
Chatting,
kind of
and
memory to
laughing
have as a
quietly while
kid.
Granny slept in her room.
Aw.
By midnight, the girls had grown hungry.
Okay.
They checked the kitchen, but found no leftovers in the fridge.
I feel you.
As such, Nana proposed going out to buy some onigiris and snacks at the nearby konbini. When they got there, however, they discovered that the convenience store was already closed. One girl remembered that there was a 24-hour mini-stop about 4 kilometers away, and they all agreed to ride there instead. Half an hour later, they reached the convenience store, bought supplies.
That is so far away
started
from
to
home.
cycle.
No. That was way too far
Well,
away
back
from home, and
to
it's like
Nana's
1
place.
a.m.
At around 1 a.m.,
Shoot.
while leading the way through a particularly dark and unlit stretch of Tabetacho, Nana turned her head to check on her friends. While doing so, she hit a large branch in the road, one which had likely been blown from a tree by a recent typhoon. It sent Nana tumbling from her bike. It wasn't a bad fall, and the other three stopped to help her out.
Shoot.
And at that precise moment, a man appeared behind them.
What?
He was about 50, wearing a horizontally striped, long-sleeve shirt.
Ew! 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 He's giving me goosebumps. He looks ugly as fuck. Ew! Oh, he looks like a character from what's it called? Chilla's art game. Like, it looks like a character from a Chilla's art game. That's how bad. Ew. Look at his face. Ew. Lipless
Black
ass.
trousers and a black knitted cap.
Donkey.
His face was round, his eyes long and sharp, his cheeks red.
Bro doesn't even have
He
fucking
stood near a
lips.
billboard with his hands in his pockets and barked out,
What are you doing?
"What do you think you're doing?" His tone was so harsh
Riding a
that the
bike?
four girls
Or do
froze
you
in
not know
fear.
what a bike is?
The man stepped closer. Now
No.
beside the girls, he claimed to be a local youth guidance counselor and said that under Japanese regulations, it was illegal for minors to be out past 11 p.m. without a guardian. At the time, official counselors volunteered
Okay,
throughout
well,
the country
now we gotta
to
go
prevent
home,
juvenile
though.
delinquency and promote the healthy growth of minors, though most of these counselors were women. Most worked in groups. Few worked past 9 p.m., and all of them wore badges and armbands and carried ID. This
He
man
showed
in red hair
nothing.
showed no identification and immediately threatened to call the police.
Then
but
call the
added
police.
that he might change his mind if the group had a good excuse for being out. Frightened and ashamed,
Sir?
the girls lowered their heads and stayed silent.
You
"You kids have been sniffing paint thinner, haven't you?" said the visibly angry man. Scowling, he told them that a representative had
Okay, that scared me. That actually scared me. I did not expect it to go like. His face is scary. I'm actually getting like goosebumps and shit. So imagine seeing him at night and then like you're out with your friends at like 1 a.m. and this guy's like, okay, I'm gonna take you because you have to prove me wrong and yada yada yada, and like you have to answer to me because the police, no, they can't do nothing. I won't call the police if you do something for me. Sir, stay the fuck away from me. He's so, oh, I can't even describe how ugly he looks. Like, if I saw him, I would actually like be kind of scared. Like, I want you all to see this part again because
an armbands and carried ID.
like it
This
made
man
my heart
showed no
jump.
identification and immediately threatened to call the police.
Why am I not
but
subscribed to
added
him
that he
here?
might change his mind
Shit,
if
my
the
bad.
group had a good excuse for being out.
Don't.
Frightened and ashamed, the girls lowered their heads and stayed silent. "You kids have been sniffing paint thinner, haven't you?" said the visibly angry man. Scowling, he told them that a representative had to come with him to a
Why
police
is he
office
getting
and explain
redder?
everything. After scanning their faces for a moment, he pointed directly at Nana.
Okay.
"You, come with me."
Why?
Perhaps out of fear, or a sense of compliance, Nana didn't argue with the man.
No.
He was an authority figure after all.
No, I wish
And so
they rode off.
she simply followed him as he led her toward a small side road off Route 126.
I wish
As
he
she
could.
disappeared from view, the man turned back to the remaining three girls
I can't
and
even
bluntly
see shit. I'm
stated,
scared.
"You don't have to wait. Go home." When one of them asked what to do about Nana's bike, he replied without looking back, "I'll use my truck to transport it later."
This is your brain when you're struggling
Wait.
to focus.
So you're fucking telling me? I wish they ran. I really wish they ran. I wish they ran for their lives. All of them together, Nana included. Like, frick the bike. Don't pick it up. Just run. Just fucking run. Because, like, you see there's an old ass man looking at you. And God knows where he's taking you. Or it's like, oh yeah, you come with me. It's 1 a.m. in the fucking morning. But we're gonna go somewhere. Like, look at his fucking face. He looks like a degenerate. He doesn't even have a fucking lip to talk out of. Fucking bitch.
The three girls rode back to Nana's apartment complex
Disgusting.
and waited for her outside. 30 minutes turned into an hour.
No.
An hour turned into an hour and a half.
Why didn't they tell?
As they sat and deliberated, 2 boys that they knew from school passed by, and the girls, who were growing increasingly anxious, told them everything.
Why didn't they tell anybody?
The boys, who thought the whole situation sounded strange, advised them to tell Nana's family immediately.
Thank you, boys, but like...
Since Nana had the only key to the apartment, they banged on the door until her grandmother woke up.
Why didn't we tell somebody immediately? One of your friends was just taken by God knows who, and the first thing you do is just sit there and growing anxious, and then you wait until somebody else sees you, and you see them, and you're like, okay, yeah, this happened. No, we need... This is why kids need to be told what to do in a stranger danger kind of a situation. I'm sorry I'm bitching and moaning, but like, good lord. I imagine my sister going through something like this. I want her to know, either you run away, you run as fast as you fucking can, you get on one of your friend's bikes, and you run, you book it with them. I wish there was something they could have done, but honestly, I get why they were so scared and they were like all over the place. But they should have told the parents. They should have told somebody as soon as they were away from the man themselves. Because they waited like 2-3 hours to like find those guys, and then the guys were like, hey, yeah, we should tell the parents.
Shaker,
or guardian.
The grandmother called Nana's mother, who rushed home.
Oh my god.
And together, they searched the entirety of the Wakaba district, including the narrow alley where Nana had last been seen.
No.
But terrifyingly, they found no trace of either the missing girl nor the stern man who had led her away. With nowhere left to turn, they called the police at 4:20 a.m., only to be told something chilling. There hadn't been any youth guidance counselors on duty along that entire route.
No shit!
The authorities scoured.
What do you mean? Of course there wasn't. Of course there wasn't.
In time, witnesses began to come forward. At 10:30 p.m. on the 26th,
why did he come like that? Whoa.
At 10:30 p.m. on the 26th,
okay.
Several hours before Nana went missing, a tipster had seen a suspicious-looking man who resembled the sketch, wandering near the back of a driving school in Sakazuki-cho, about 1 kilometer from where the teen was taken. 20 minutes after Nana was escorted away,
walking around
at 1:20
schools
on the 27th,
at 1 a.m.
reported seeing a girl with an adult at the Sakazuki intersection, roughly 260 meters from the abduction site.
Shoot.
At 2:15 a.m., another witness claimed to have seen a girl and a man walking along Monorail Street, about 300 meters from Chishiro Daikita Station. There are also unconfirmed reports of a man and a girl walking towards a residential area near that same station at that same time.
Okay, so many people have
Over
been
150
seeing
officers
them.
searched the 4-kilometer area around the abduction site, but no evidence connected to the crime was found. No ransom call was ever made, and no further leads presented themselves.
So he just took
The
her.
man's confident approach suggested that this may not have been his first rodeo, but investigators were unable to link Nana's disappearance to any other missing persons reports in the local area.
Good God.
Despite leaflets,
So you're telling me this
sketches,
guy
and
just
endless
disappeared and
investigations,
nobody
the
ever
case
found him again?
stagnated. Decades passed. The other girls grew up, had kids of their own, but Nana never came home. Her grandmother died within a year of her disappearance, reportedly from shock and guilt. Her mother moved away after their apartment was demolished in 2001. She still visits shrines, bowing and praying for her daughter's safe return.
I hope she's alive
that
and
feels
okay.
more and more impossible with each passing year. To this day, discussion continues on internet forums.
So
Some find
how
it
do
hard
you
to believe
disappear?
that an opportunistic kidnapper just so happened to be in that precise spot where Nana fell.
Yeah.
His comment about putting her bike in the back of his van suggested that he may have been following the group in a vehicle.
Exactly.
But if so, none of the girls saw or heard him before he suddenly emerged from the darkness. Others
How
have a
did
more
he
chilling
get
theory
there?
that the large branch laying horizontal on that pitch-black
He
stretch of
kept
road
it on
hadn't been
purpose.
blown there by strong winds, but had been strategically placed there.
Oh.
That the man was hiding in the shadows just to supervise
He was waiting
other
for it to
there,
happen.
the most haunting to
I'm not
act
letting you
alone
pop
is
that shit up on my face
and the
again.
only
I'm
thing
sorry.
stopping other ordinary-looking monsters like him is the right opportunity. One Japanese YouTuber, Incidents, Society and Life has explored a more specific theory. That a man known as Suspect A, arrested in the late 1960s for a series of assaults, may actually be connected to Nana's case. Suspect A was convicted of impersonating a juvenile officer or police officer to lure school-age girls into isolated areas, usually stairwells or storage spaces. He was later caught in Nakano while attempting to coerce another girl. In 1991, Nana Sakuma was also taken by a man pretending to be a juvenile officer, which closely mirrors Suspect A's early behavior.
That's definitely the same guy then, if that's the picture of the guy.
At the time of Nana's vanishing,
Can he
Suspect
not?
A would have been around 52 years old,
Can he stay
which
away?
aligns with the witness reports. ISL speculates
scaring me.
that Nana's abduction may have been impulsive, triggered by a kind of psychological relapse or compulsion, and that the suspect may have taken her to a temporary residence, dormitory, or workplace where the crime escalated.
No.
Suspect A is currently 86 years old and still lives close to where Nana disappeared. This theory, however, remains unconfirmed.
Are we serious?
Years after the incident, rumors circulated
We're fucking
that National Route 126 was used by North Korean agents throughout the 90s, raising the possibility that, like Megumi Yokata and others, Nana was abducted by foreign operatives and smuggled to the Hermit Kingdom.
I don't think so.
Again, no concrete
I
evidence
don't think
was ever
so.
found
I think
to
the
support
kids
that
would
theory.
realize.
And given that the unsub had an authentically Japanese accent, it's
So,
more
yeah, no.
likely that the evil in this case was homegrown.
They're just trying to put it on to some foreign entity, some foreign person, because that's the. I swear to God, in all of these cases, it's always like I keep hearing the same exact thing. Oh no, it probably wasn't a Japanese person. It was definitely like that foreigner over there. Yeah, that foreigner. Or it's definitely like, oh my God, it was a conspiracy. What do you mean? How can you keep putting it on that? There's no way you can't, like, it makes no sense. Yeah, maybe, one
The
at
only
a
real
time, but
question
like,
that remains is whether Nana was trafficked or buried. If the former, Nana Sakuma would be 47 years old today.
I'm sure she's alive.
If the latter, her remains
And she's
have yet
living
to be
well.
found. Regardless, given that the statute of limitations in this case expired before Japan's legal revisions, if the perpetrator is ever identified, then legally speaking, he'll be untouchable.
Of course he'll be untouchable. Of course. A breeding ground for people like those, I swear. Hey, don't you fucking... Don't do this to me.